this again. Just for any rumors out there, we were not sniped, we were not hacked. That was just like a corruption error on YouTube end, because I can see everything that happens on my end. And I can see who joins and who removes who. And nobody was removed. We just didn't like what was happening. We got too popular too fast. So, I added people, so they should be joining us shortly. Hopefully everyone who was in the last call will get on over here.
Yeah, I was confused for a moment. I thought 2 Hangouts going at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I started the last one too soon and it did mess something up. I'm not sure. But went ahead and made another Shill Pickles. Shill Pickles 2, and the other one we'll see what happens. You know, maybe once it ended and it gets archived and rendered, whatever little bit was airing, we'll see where that cutoff is. Because if it was still airing while nobody could still see us, then we'll know, you know, that it was just some kind of viewing problem. But, you know, we want to stream live and have everybody be able to join, not just have the people inside the Hangout, you know. So.
Shill Pickles with cilantro.
Shill Pickles with cilantro. Hello, Born Nemesis. We got you back. We got Gollum and Hank and Magda and Rob. Okay.
I'm just here to fanboy for Jamie.
Oh, okay. Is that
I love watching that guy.
Are you a fluffer?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll wait for him to get in here because I wanted to commend him on it, that he tries to cut to the root of some of these theories or whatever, you know.
Right.
And the venom that he gets back from challenging these people, you know, to speak volumes.
Right.
But I want to say something. I think Jamie overextended himself like a couple of days ago, and like, you know, he's providing very good information, but like he's just arguing with the wrong people, like Rex and fucking Richard and stuff.
I really think it's pointless arguing with them guys. I think they're just there to just shut the conversation down.
They're there to be right, not to be debated.
Yeah. But no, I love watching them, and I love
hearing them
just like go, show me the proof. You know, like, where's your evidence? Of course.
Yeah. Awesome sauce.
So I take it you're a flat earther, Nemesis?
No. As far as I can understand, it's a ball in my head because that's what I've grown up with for 35 years. I can't understand how NASA fakes orbit and ISS. But I do not trust NASA. I really think they pretended to go to the moon, or, you know, they fudged a lot of it. And so I really don't know what the fuck to think. I'm just here to listen to both sides and think about, you know, ulterior perspectives. Well, one thing I do notice about this whole debate thing, it's only been 9-10 days I've been into this, watching and participating on a couple, is that people that are willing to discuss the ideas openly will come on camera, and they're not insulting people typically. They're very cordial. Sure, they press the issue, but nope, I haven't heard a single flat earther tell someone to kill himself or kill your kids, and I've heard all these vitriolic things from the globe side or the fucking establishment side. And so I find myself defending, you know, the underdog just out of sheer spite for this, you know, like they degrade the value of the person instead of his argument. And they just...
You know, that really does speak volumes, you know.
And that's just it. I don't understand why. Like, dude, what are you afraid of showing your face for if you believe this stuff, you know? It's like that Monsanto guy. I got into it with him about, you know, either 9/11 or frickin' the NSA, like William Binney being a whistleblower, you know, all this stuff. And he just thinks it's all hunky-dory, there's nobody that breaks any rules, and if there was rules broken, it's a new generation now, so why would they be corrupt too? And it's like I don't know, it's the most crazy shit in my mind to tap dance this thin line of, who's following the rules and who isn't, and corruption goes this far but it stops and gets checked. Like, dude, open your eyes. It's right in front of your face. These guys are fucking full of shit, 99% of them. Like, the best example I can give is I live in a small town, and we have one primary contractor that does all the work for the town, like in terms of sewer, water, building land lots, expansion, maintenance, snow plowing, the whole works. It's all done by one company. And I worked for a competing company that tried to get into the town to compete with this one company, and we couldn't. Not that we didn't have the skill, the equipment, or the rate to compete. It just wouldn't go through. And we, through word of mouth, all the stuff is done in backdoor deals. Through word of mouth, we found out that the company is really good friends with all the town council. I can name the name. It's this Daryl guy. And he's really good friends with, he's related to some of the people on the town council. And therefore, by de facto, he's the biggest company doing it. Okay, so that's my small town. We see corruption on that level. I go to the city of Edmonton, there's allegations of this exact same thing going on. Like, literally, with any expansion to the city and construction companies are supposed to compete, it's always going to one, and then you trace it, and it finds out that, they got ties to the council members here, or, circles of power or influence. And then you extrapolate that out to the province. Our premier is indicted on corruption and fraud and stealing money. That's the premier. So then you go to the federal level, and there's allegations of the same thing. It's at every level. So why would it stop at any one corporation or institution? You got to suspect all these people of having ulterior motives from what they present to the public.
Well, like Hillary Clinton would be a good one.
Oh, it's
not even going off on the emails or anything, but she committed perjury. It's a fact.
Well, if nobody knows about the Messina, the coke running in Arkansas, Messina, Arkansas, that the Clintons were involved in, and all those allegations, aware of that, then they don't have a clue what they're voting for. Like,
well, Bill Clinton's brother, I believe, or maybe it was his brother-in-law, actually got in trouble for it. He pardoned him his last day in office.
Yeah,
so
like
it. Pardoned him.
Exactly. Like, how that doesn't land them all in jail right there is astonishing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at, like, he just brought up Hillary Clinton. You look at the FBI Director Comey said flat out that her testimony in the Benghazi committee was not taken into evidence, even though that was what initially opened the case. So the thing that they said, hey, this looks wacky, look into it, he didn't even take in as evidence or review it whatsoever. That's how he let her off.
I don't know why, but I watched some of those hearings on C-SPAN, and it just pissed me off.
Yeah, it was.
See, I look at it as Bernie Sanders was there to get more votes for Hillary, and I look at Donald Trump as another shill that's basically there to get Hillary elected as well.
Yep.
So every choice you thought you had was false. You look at Ted Cruz, and he was connected to the Bushes already when it came to the Gore and Bush in Florida. He was one of the litigators for the Bush side. And then you look at Rubio tied to Jeb Bush. It's all Bush and Clinton. I'm 36 years old, and I've had a Bush and Clinton involved in every administration of my life at a high level, and I'm looking at it.
It's not a dictatorship.
It's an oligarchy. It isn't a dictatorship. It's an oligarchy. And Jimmy Carter said as much. The last president, not Bush or Clinton related, said this is an oligarchy. He could not be elected since they started.
What's a quick definition of oligarchy?
Basically a small group that treat there's a dictatorship seat available, and they decide which one of them currently fills it.
So mob rule. I was going to say I would call it a mobocracy. I don't know if there's such a word, but
you look up oligarchy, it fits it perfect. And another funny thing is, I believe Reagan may have been honest when he started, and I believe when he got shot that the oligarchy we have in place now is actually those who shot him and basically said you're lucky to be alive still, you weren't supposed to be, and if you don't fall in the line you're going to be dead real quick. And you think, no, that's conspiracy, but just this last week you're looking at the guy who shot him, and his connections to the Bushes, which would have put Bush in power instead of Reagan that much earlier, because he would have had Bush Sr. take over the presidency, and they're basically letting him out of jail. So the guy who shot the president comes out of jail because he's tied to the Bushes. And none of that's conspiracy. That's just what's happening right now that their mainstream media is telling you.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if
it's an
people
oligarchy.
can't see that it's a single party in America masquerading as two parties, they'll never see it, because that's ultimately what it is, right?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders is the guy who says, "Oh, you all think it's bogus? Come join me." And then, oh, at the last second, well, I need you to support Hillary. The votes are fake. Everything's rigged. It doesn't mean anything.
Well,
The
JFK,
illusion of choice.
JFK said he had evidence of secret society trying to infiltrate America from within, and that before he leaves office, he was going to get to the bottom of it.
I must have listened to his speech a million times. I must have listened to his speech a million times, right? That exact part where he says, "We are deposed around the world by a ruthless and monolithic conspiracy." That's huge in the 60s.
Yep.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
nobody talked like that back then.
It was our president saying it too. It wasn't like me or
Right.
something.
And then you got another president, Jimmy Carter, who says it's an oligarchy. Before he dies, he says he's been taken over by an oligarchy.
Yeah, and then when
we've had
George Bush Sr. steps on the scene, and he says that they're after a new world order, and they will get it.
And don't forget that George Bush Sr. was involved back in the Nixon era with CIA. Actually, I believe it was Johnson. So.
Right.
So you already had a touch of it before any of that even started under Reagan. Anyway, how's the Earth chat going?
It's always an uphill battle. Just to talk about it sometimes, it seems.
So, well, I'm guessing there's some people who believe in a globe in here, because I know James pretty decent. And I know he likes flat Earth. I've seen him enough times. Not that I wouldn't love to hear more. I'm just curious because I keep talking concave, but I don't believe in Stephen Price's model whatsoever. The more I look into his model, the less it makes sense. I'm wondering how many shills we got in these rooms, honestly.
Yeah, it's just a repetitive thing that you hear in the debate. It would be demonstrating a good, decent-sized body of water curving. It just goes level, and we see that all the time.
Well, if the light itself, under Stephen's model, is curving, but get rid of his glass dome and all that, and you have the Big Bang running in reverse, and it's inside the concave model where stuff's no longer expanding, it's more of that time and measurement shrinks the closer you get to the center. What we've observed of how gravity currently affects light would show that the light was running upward and no glass dome needed. I don't know if that's food for thought for anybody.
You know, I think the redshift disproves the cell Earth.
Yeah, see, the thing about cell Earth is it was introduced back in the Newton era of gravity. It was before Einstein. So you're looking at a model that's basically something you would have looked at 120 years ago with Newton showing the outside of the Earth, and Stephen's trying to update that model, but I don't think it works. I think you got to look at concave, and you got to look at it as a post-Einstein mathematics, and then decide how does it work that way.
I think the whole glass dome and the concave was a biblical reference too. That's why they put it in there.
Yes. Well, if you're looking at it as the Big Bang would be in the concave, the firmament that is the biblical reference would actually end up being where the sky touches the dirt. What's that?
It encases everything, in other words? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it would be anything above the dirt would be the firmament. If you're going by electromagnetism inside of a cell that has the Big Bang shrinking distance the closer you get to the center.
Would you define the dry land and the water, Earth?
Well, yeah, it would basically be where your atmosphere touches the ocean. So even under biblical reference, you would say those are the two oceans. One being the water that is in the air above, and one being the water that it touches, and the firmament being the line between where they come together. But I'm not really a Bible person.
No, yeah, I was just curious. I was just curious because it says the dry land he called earth, and the gathering together of waters he called seas. I was just wondering for that model. We don't have to go into it.
Right on. Yeah, and even like the stuff when they talk about the pillars, if you have a slight rotation of a concave model, which Stephen doesn't believe in, and you were doing it gyroscope style, where you had one on the top and bottom and then another ring side to side, you could actually end up, it would look like four pillars, and you could slightly put an orbit or spin to the Earth to explain wind and other things that the flat Earth people and their models can't figure out is going on with the globe. And you wouldn't have to have it at a very fast speed. It would be basically wind speed. Whatever Earth's average wind speed is would roughly be the orbit that it would turn inside the gyroscope. I'm saying basically,
know if the flat Earth community has thought about the sun going over the horizon on the flat Earth. The sun's actually getting bigger, but appearing as if it's staying the same as it's moving away.
Well, my biggest problem, the real big problem I have with flat Earth was how you witness that spin in what we call the southern hemisphere on the other two models. When you see the stars spinning around a singular point that can be seen at different points near Antarctica.
Right, right. That could always, to me, that's just a misunderstanding of how the heavens move. We're trying to put a shape to the Earth to define how they're moving like that.
Well, see, I looked at all the biblical references to how the Earth was shaped, just because I know flat Earth people start there. And when I look at the concave model, the way I'm talking about it, nothing goes against what's in the Bible. And I'm actually looking at under a concave model that maybe all the mathematics that are coming from the globers and all of the physics that you are seeing with your naked eye that are coming from the flat earthers work together, and they're not necessarily at odds whatsoever.
Right. I know no matter what, if it, just for my sake, it'd be the model I picked if it completely went with the Bible for sure.
Well, I have been watching flat earth videos, like reading each piece of scripture, and I have not found one that would not be allowed in the concave model. So I see nothing that rules it out from that perspective. And then I also kind of wonder, because I know there's a lot of conspiracy people, like we were just talking, and I go, what if round Earth, the globe that you're on, is the official story, and the flat Earth is the sideshow, the distraction, and then you get a guy like Stephen Christ, who, to me, it's like, how bad did you get Monarch Butterfly to end up working for them to keep people from even getting into a concave model by bringing up Cell Earth and that you're Jesus? Like maybe there's 5 shills working these rooms harder than you think. 2 would be global, 2 would be flat, and 1 would be a guy claiming to be Christ and to keep you away from the model that's the truth.
I've noticed
It's
the
like Hank
tendency.
said, it's hard to bring in religion to scientific facts, but
I seem to have noticed the pattern when I'm watching this Flat Earth Debates channel, in that typically there's usually a minimum of 3 globals in there, and sometimes upwards of 6 or 7. And then you'll start getting some flat earthers in there, and Jamie's the primary one, right, that really sticks it to them, and they start battling pretty good back and forth. And if the flat earthers really get up like a point where they have a hard time refuting it, either the channel goes down or Lord Stephen Christ shows up out of nowhere, or that John guy, and all of a sudden the whole conversation switches from globe flat Earth to concave model. And
You're talking
actually,
to that John guy right now. I just don't have
Yeah,
that picture up.
I've
no,
seen
John, what's up?
In case you're wondering.
No, but so this is just the trend I've noticed, right? Is it's happened about 3 times out of the few that I've seen where you come in. I'm not saying that it's intentional. It could be purely coincidental, but it is something I've
Oh, I've
noticed.
noticed.
No heated contention.
You,
All of a sudden, concave shows up, and then we're not talking about it anymore.
right.
well, you'll notice a pattern. I have yet to come in when Steven's already there. He usually comes in once I'm there and like got some points getting talked about, and then it gets turned to concave means Steven's the Messiah, and now he's distracting everybody.
Yeah, I have a hard time taking that guy seriously whatsoever. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't believe that, man. A full-grown man acting like God. That's crazy.
Well, there's a lot of videos about him and his history that you can find on YouTube, so do what you want with that. I made sure to look into him once I saw he had a massive amount of videos that went to the old model of the concave. I don't really consider concave and cellar to be the same thing.
It's just those are the type of people we read about, you know. They get so many people behind them. Next thing you know, something bad happens.
Well, to me, that's a red flag, right? The moment these people are telling you to follow them, hey, follow me, I got it figured out. I mean, that's what every,
Right.
you know,
I gotta
every,
tell you what I
You
see.
got to be careful on that.
The thing about it that I find interesting, though, is the guy who made the cellar theory in the first place actually had the same thing written about him, even though I don't find it in his works. You find people after he died saying he thought he was Christ, he was going to resurrect, and now the guy who's sitting there preaching it to us is saying that same stuff. And I'm like, this looks like it's totally set up so that people who start to stumble upon that it might be concave, when they start plugging in Einstein's theories and how stuff would grow or shrink in space-time, basically get that instead and then move away from concave. It's the easiest way to hide it from people wanting to look further. Just attach it to a crazy person.
From my
See, I can picture the base of Earth being concave, but the top's flat.
I've seen a few models that have a slightly majority concave with a flat spot where Antarctica was. But I don't know why you would see it as.
Kind
Are
of
you
like
talking the whole Earth?
it's kind of like a bowl, and you fill it with dirt, you know.
Yeah.
The-
You have a flat spot across the top
Yeah,
of the bowl.
So
Yeah, I
the
don't
other
see how
day,
that would work any better than regular flat Earth does.
I was on the debates channel, and I was debating these guys, and I was taking information that I learned from astrophysicists, and I was bringing it to Glovers, and I was saying, see, these hypotheses, you know, they're just theories. That's all they are. And I noticed that Red's Rhetoric came in the room, and he said, yeah, I got contacted by someone who said someone was in here lying. And I was like, okay, thinking to myself, show me where I've lied. And then something else happened. But if people are contacting Red's Rhetoric because I'm in a room showing too much truth, like, what does that mean? Like, if I'm debating the ball, and I get to the point where I've stumped the people in front of me, so they have to go get higher-ups or more educated people to come in and debate me, and then the guy really doesn't want to debate me, or it appeared that way. Maybe Reds does want to debate me. But it's just weird that, you know, I would never go get another flat earther and go, hey, this Glover's in this room lying, come help me out. Now, there have been times where I was like, you know, any other flat earthers want to jump in on this, you know, but I would never leave a room, go get a superior like Antonio Subaratz or something, and be like, yeah, Antonio, this Glover's in here lying, help me.
yeah. And the moment you don't accept their answer, you're too fucking stupid to understand it. Apparently, it's like, well,
Well, I've noticed.
just gullible, you know.
I've noticed a little something interesting, like some of the stuff that, you know, their video they're put on after the fact. Some of the ones where it doesn't go the correct way, they end up basically banned based on copyright stuff within less than 24 hours. And then, but yet when the same companies try to ban stuff, if someone puts up a music video or something that they did, then it'll stay on YouTube for years. So there's an inside job happening in these rooms, at least one person. Someone is being paid to be in the flat Earth debates.
I wish I was getting paid because I think I'm doing a good job.
Well, I think it's
Yeah, no shit.
these guys that hurl vitriolic remarks and refuse to come on camera. I would suspect them over anybody of being disingenuous of why they're there. Because I got in a pretty good fight with Monsanto and MMA, whatever his name is, and I finally called him out. If you want to call me a cunt, do it to my face. And of course he shut up because he refuses.
I have a feeling it's actually the flat Earth debate moderator. That's just mine. The hacking, I don't believe. The way moderation's handed over, the way rooms get shut down at just the proper times in order to stop real debate. I'm pretty sure it's the moderator. Anyway, any other awesome stuff about the Earth? Anybody's thinking of
I got
testing?
something real awesome. This dude over here is wearing a pink shirt.
Wearing a what?
There's a dude walking in front of me wearing a pink shirt.
Is it Boomhauer?
No, it's just a really bright pink ass shirt.
Maybe it's Carlton Banks from The Fresh Prince.
And my mom tells me real men wear pink. I told her I'll never be a man.
I always just go with real men don't say stuff like real men do anything. Not something the man really needs to say.
It's just a weird color for a man to wear, I think. That's all.
You know, if you look back in history, it used to be quite regular.
What's that?
If you look back in history, it used to be quite a normal thing. That's actually part of the conspiracy you're talking about. There's reasons that the kids now have a pink aisle for girls and a blue aisle for boys, and it's
segregation.
It's intentional. It's intentional. If you look back at like even your presidents from 150 years ago, you'll see that little boys and little girls were dressed similar, and some of the men you see as presidents were dressed what you would consider to be little girls now.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't matter. I don't know. I won't wear pink.
I was going to ask you, have you heard of this Dr. Hovind character? He's on YouTube quite a bit.
I have.
I've only heard of him today. His name's Kent Hovind, or Hovind.
Oh,
I found a video where he's debating three evolutionists at a Embry-Riddle University. And to me, his logic is just like beating a guy over the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard.
I've listened to most of his debates, and I mimic his debating style to the best of my ability. And I used to have a lot of respect for the guy because he was a Bible literalist, and he was basically using science to show people that you can take the Bible literally because the science backs it up. And I used to be one of those people who was somewhat of an evolutionist, kind of believe in the Bible, but not really. And I was definitely a NASA fanboy. And then I started watching Kent Hovind, and he kind of snapped me out of it. They used to say, "Well, you're under a spell," and basically, I was under a spell. I was tricked by NASA's propaganda and their lies and their Hollywood and movie magic and Disney tricks. And Kent Hovind, he really, slapped me in the face with true science and brought me back to reality in a way. And I'm eternally grateful. Like, wow. But yeah, I tried my best to mimic his debating style.
I've never seen him debate another flat earther.
Oh, I
don't
debate
think he's a flat earther. He seemed to think it was round. from this debate that I've only watched, he suggests that
he's a
everybody
Glover.
thought the Earth was flat, before, but now we know it's round. He's like, everybody thinks that it's this evolution, but we know that's not true, and this is why. And so I don't
I think he's got.
that way.
I seen 2 videos where it was just him and another heliocentric person, but they was debating the flat Earth, like.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
Without
look for that.
a biased point of view, you know what I mean? They didn't have anybody else on to argue.
I see. I've only seen a couple of them so far, but just the one I've watched where he's talking about the whale pelvises and vitriolic body parts like the appendix and stuff. And some of this logic is sound as far as I'm concerned. James, did you get a chance to check out that link I gave you the other day about Saudi Arabia and Mount Sinai?
No, I didn't. I use the damn phone too, so.
Oh, okay. It's definitely worth looking in because it does give more literal credence to the Bible as far as what I could see. So and again, I've never been a Bible pusher my whole life, so trust me, I've never read the whole thing. I've read bits and pieces here and there, and I never thought someone could walk on water and Noah's Ark, and how do you get all these different colored people from white people, But when you watch this documentary about these guys finding this burnt mountain in Saudi Arabia, and one of them's an atheist, that's part of the 2 guys that are looking into this. And near the end of the thing, he's saying that he's changing his mind, perhaps, because there's too many coincidences to be coincidence. After, 10, 20, 30 coincidences, 45 coincidences, and reading the Bible like a map, and it shows, okay, this is at the bottom of that, and that's where these stones are, and this is where the water flew from, and there's erosion to match it. It's pretty compelling, I thought.
I think James Cameron, the creator of Titanic and Avatar, I think he did a film on Egypt and showed quite a bit of evidence that the Exodus story was 100% true.
I haven't looked into that one either.
They found the chariots in the Red Sea.
No, I did not. So where they parted the seas, do you remember where they said they were crossing?
I don't remember exactly where, but yeah, they crossed the Red Sea in the book. And also there was a Jewish guy who found the seal of, I can't remember the guy who was in Egypt at the time of the Exodus, but I think it was Ramses' seal. And the only way you can get a royal seal from an Egyptian pharaoh is in the royal court, and the only person who would have access to that would be Moses or Ramses.
Yeah, I think you should look up Ron Wyatt, Hank. He's probably the biggest fraud in the history of Christianity. He's the one that claimed to find wheels of the chariots, not the chariots themselves. He also claimed he was a nurse who also claimed to find the blood of Jesus with no evidence, the Ark of the Covenant, no evidence to prove it, and he didn't find wheels. He has pictures from underwater of wheel-looking things, and the equipment he used, the scuba diving equipment, is not rated for the depth that he supposedly took the pictures of the wheels. His name is Ron Wyatt, and he's considered to be a huge fraud. He was even kicked out of his own church.
What happened to him?
I don't know, but I don't know who Ron Wyatt is.
No, I've never heard that name either. But
every time Richard comes in, I think it's like I'm on Rush Limbaugh.
yeah, it's like Fox News showed up,
Pretty much.
The official narrative has arrived.
Yeah, I remember when I first started listening to that Flat Earth debate channel, I think it was Adam was calling Richard out for not coming on camera, and he's like, "Fine, you want me to buy a camera? I'll buy a camera." That was at least
How'd that
10,
work out?
11 days ago.
Guess cameras are expensive in his area.
The USB parts dumped him. I got to duck out for a bit, but I might pop back in a little later.
Say hi to him later on.
Take care, guys. I'll be back in a while.
All right, so I'll mention something I find a little interesting, just so those who do or do not like NASA can kind of debate on something. If you have basically the entire universe in the center of a concave Earth and the amount of gravity that would be pulling back, bending light, when you see what's reflecting off what would hit the inside of the concave and you went into space, even a slight amount, you would see a globe from your point of view, and you would see no stars, which is what NASA shows us. So what if they're actually showing us real data, but it just doesn't make sense as far as being on the Earth? Like maybe it's not as deep a conspiracy as people think it is.
You know, you have made some really good points since you've been in here, and it does make sense what you're saying. And I am, I guess, 95% flat earther. I just can't prove it to myself. Therefore, I can't say I'm a flat earther.
No, you can say you lean that way. I don't say I'm concave for sure. I lean toward a concave Earth model, but I think anybody who says they're 100% shouldn't be trusted. Until you have full evidence, there's no way of saying that. If you think it has to be one way, then something has corrupted your logic. So you can call yourself flat earther because no one really knows.
I don't think that creation will ever be fully understood.
Nor do I.
So there are things in science that I totally believe. The observable, repeatable stuff. For example, the background radiation noise or some shit like that they say proves the Big Bang. Well, in my opinion, it just proves that there's a background radiation noise. So you can take these things and interpret.
I thought space didn't have noise. Noise can't be produced in space.
Well, it's basically just static, like background static, like you would find. Well,
something we can hear, or just comes up on a computer as a signal, or?
Well, no. If you unplug your TV and you get static, about 1% of that static on your TV screen is the background radiation noise. And the thing about it is, this is a fact. Anybody can observe it with the right equipment, with a radio telescope. But the interpretation of this fact is, see, that proves the Big Bang. That's where I come in and say, wait a minute now, hold on, I got a different interpretation. And that's where I step in and, okay, this doesn't mean what you think it means, I think it means this. And then, the rebuttal usually is, well, you're too stupid to understand.
How do they prove that it's actually coming from space and not just what's in between here and space?
I don't know. But yeah, like the redshift, to me it proves that the universe is expanding in all directions. Now, I don't know what that means on a flat Earth model, but I'm assuming that this is hard science because Hubble discovered it, and it kind of bothered him. Like he was like, "Oh shit, the universe did have a beginning." Because before Hubble discovered it, the Bible was right and science was wrong. Because science used to say that the universe is eternal before the 1920s. And now they discovered it, and science was like, okay, well, the Bible was right, but we're not going to let them have it. So we're going to say it was the Big Bang, and then we're going to convince the Christians, that God caused the Big Bang. And then when Christians agree to that, They say, okay, God caused the Big Bang. So then the scientists can say, see, Christians agree. We took it back from the Christians because the Christians gave them permission to take it back. And they say, okay, now we can make up whatever else we want to make up because the Christians gave their authority
Yeah,
back to us.
from then on out, it was easy.
What?
I agree. From then out, it was easy for them.
Yeah, the scientists, all they need is one miracle, the Big Bang. And they can explain everything else with, their bullshit, basically. And without that one miracle, it doesn't make sense. Their model.
That's what I used to say, too, is God could have done the Big Bang.
Well, I no longer give them that permission. From now on, God created the universe, and
Yeah.
the Big Bang you have there is just a theory, and somehow static on the TV proves it.
I think it was done from water and light and, of course, His Word.
So yeah, I say that I try not to bring up religious stuff, but if we're talking about the Big Bang, that's a religious statement. To pretend that you know what happened 13 point whatever billion years ago, that's religion. It certainly isn't science.
Yeah, there's no facts on that whatsoever. That's true.
So yeah, if I do dabble in the religious stuff, let's not forget that the ballers, they dabble in it too. I mean, let's be honest. No one's ever seen dark matter, so my sky god and their dark matter are both up in the sky somewhere that nobody can see them and nobody knows if they're really there or not. But both of our models depend on it.
Yeah, I'm not very educated because the reason why things fall, in my opinion, is they're lighter than air.
You got $8, fella? I'm sure you spent that much on coffee and cigarettes this week. You got $8?
Yeah.
Go to theprinciplemovie.com and rent the movie. And if you're pretty savvy with computers, download OBS and screen share it to your hard drive. Or you could just watch it for $8, theprinciplemovie.com. All lowercase, one word.
What's that about?
It's astrophysicists talking about how there's problems with the Copernican principle. I'm sure after you watch it, you'll feel a lot more comfortable talking about these subjects.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't have to go any further than things fall to the ground because they're lighter than air. If they're heavier than air, they go, or if they're heavier than air, they fall. They're lighter, they go up. That's
how it works in my head too. And if it's in a vacuum, then they're obviously heavier than nothing. What's up, Steven?
Man, trying to overdose on mushrooms. What's up?
Don't do it, Steven.
I got one puking, 3 first-timers, man.
Man, Steven, I'm going to try some mushrooms just to see what you're going through every day.
Man, them bitches just can't handle nothing but a fucking joint and one beer.
I hope you're not doing it every day, man. Shit.
What do you get? Hold on.
No, he takes a breaks during the wintertime.
Yeah.
Steven, dude, for real, your butt crack just popped out, bro.
Oh, there's that cheese I was looking for.
Damn. He's like cheesing and shrooming. Don't eat no more, Steven. Take a break. Take it easy, fella. Take it easy. You're going to short circuit, Steven. You're going to be walking around need input.
At least eat some stems, man. Settle down.
My bad. I was supposed to roll a joint. I can't be eating mushrooms when I'm rolling a joint, dude.
That's it.
Man, and my dog just walking around in circles. She's ate like fucking 5. that seems to handle it pretty good. In fact, she's due for another one. Widget, go. Yeah, time for some more animal cruelty. Come here, Jet. You need your medicine, bitch. Just like a good girl so you can go to college when you grow up. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, you need some enlightenment. I know, Widget. It's better than a flea pill.
Better be careful, man. Somebody turn you in for animal cruelty.
No, actually, I just gave her a piece of cheese, so otherwise prove it. Because by the time the feds get here, it's over. Widget's good as new. Just need a little water and some fungus. Dogs really will not eat mushrooms. They just absolutely don't like them bitches, period. Eat a fucking dead rattlesnake and a dead bird, but will not touch a mushroom.
I've seen this video somebody took of their dog and he was tripping balls. Apparently he got into something and like you could tell like the person taking the film was being really quiet and the camera was sitting somewhere still and like you could hear the surroundings and every time like a little twig would pop or a bird would chirp, like his eyes would like go check it out. And the dog had like real blue eyes and it was just like amazing to watch him tripping out. It's like every little noise, like he was super hypersensitive.
Astrophysics.
No, I need to text my girl.
I don't know how many times I've said theprincipalmovie.com, but
This motherfucker been eating mushrooms, talking about need to hook up to my Wi-Fi so we can text the bitch. With a fucking cell phone, dude. Not even playing with you. Did the cat get everybody's tongue? This is the kind of shit I gotta deal with now.
What's going on? Did I miss something? All went quiet. Join link is in the description, people. Come on in. Come on in. And, let's have a talk.
Hey, Yvette.
Hey, Steve. Oh, someone in chat was wondering if you knew what strain of mushrooms those were.
Well, there's some of them are, well, this one looks like the, pretty much the same thing you're going to find in Costa Rica, Brazil, Australia. Now, they're known for having the penis envy, and them bitches are really long, tall, and big. Yeah. The ones we have around here are just a little. Yeah. What we have are the psilocybin sponges.
Yeah. Digging.
But they're all Cubanzis. That's the thing. It's just like you got different dogs and different cats. Pretty much same thing.
Oh boy.
What? But anyway, dude over here needed to get on my Wi-Fi on the Bright House internet to make a text message.
Bright House? I should get it then, because I already
Yeah,
got it.
making calls, but all of a sudden he's got to text the bitch, and all of a sudden he's internet. Yeah. Go figure.
Oh my god.
I'll be back.
Okay. Let's see who we got with us. 44 Shill's watching. That's 44 opportunities to get in here. Go ahead. Nobody's getting kicked out. People are just leaving for lunch, I think, or dinner, depending on which part of the world you are. Even Rob left to go pull potatoes or something. So don't be afraid. We're not sniping you, I promise. Just, come on in if you've eaten your dinner already. Mr. Poncho Pete. I will kill you.
What, Poncho Pete? Where the hell is he at?
He's in the chat talking to birds.
Talking to birds? Man, that bitch got into my mushroom bag or something?
Hey, Scarecrow. I think everybody's dipping into your mushrooms. The spores are just spreading all over the place.
Well, what happened was my charger was in the truck. I couldn't get it to bring it in here and charge the phone. Even if I did that, it would still take an hour. But I decided I just didn't have any time to waste, and I really wanted to smoke a cigarette and have a beer. And I decided to get on my bike and ride around town, not to mention the mushroom that was sticking out of my shirt pocket, but it was fucking hilarious. Ride around the block with my dog with little mushrooms sticking out to it, and like, what? We can play NASCAR right now. I got a bike, please car. You can't go down my trail, bitch.
So, isn't it kind of a waste to eat them every day, Rob? Because I remember there was a time when I took like LSD every day, and after like a week or two, it stops working.
Ain't that the funny thing? It does seem to happen like that. Maybe that's what they mean when they say don't abuse the mushrooms.
Well, yeah, because it's just a waste. Because I mean, it's the same strength, it's the same strains, But if you got to let your brain replenish all those yummy chemicals because it can't get them to you if you don't got any. So
well,
you're
that's
kind
what
of
I'm saying. Like, but cigarettes. You never get high off them, and marijuana. Yeah, I got blitzed the first time I smoked a joint, but you don't smoke a joint every day.
Yeah, you gotta give it a week or two, Well, with the psychedelics anyway, I do know that for sure. You have to give your brain like a week or two in between.
Marijuana.
Especially if they're not working anymore, and like you got messed up on it the whole time before. Yeah, you gotta give it a break because you're just wasting them.
Yeah, but I need like 5 mushrooms in a joint and 1 here, and I'll chop the whole root for you. Bring it. Yeah, it's not about getting high, but it certainly cleanses the body. There's some things about them psilocybin mushrooms and marijuana that even if you're not feeling the effects any longer, still a great thing to consume.
There's other things, mushrooms are really, nutritious, so they're high in vitamin D.
There's that death cap that will kill you in 15 minutes. You want to get that ego going walking around a cow patch thinking you're fucking God. One mistake will have you dead. And people make a great point when you're out picking mushrooms in the wild, man, you better know what the fuck you're doing. And it's pretty easy once you figure it out.
Are you talking to somebody else, Steven?
Oh, I'm just talking to the moon or the sun or anything in general. The internet. I'm talking to the internet in this Pandora box that I'm
Oh, are you talking to the people in the side chat?
Oh no, I don't really do the chat rooms. I really like the panel and the live interaction. So I'm talking to the panel members.
Oh, okay. Hey, Crow.
Hey. I don't know if everybody knows. I think it's generally common knowledge, but Rob over here with the eyeball, raising birds, that looks like a rooster's eyeball. I could be mistaken.
Been around some scary women, Stephen.
I'm around some scary women.
You say, yeah, well,
when you're around women in general, it's a scary moment. You just got to put on your seatbelt and hold on for the ride. What?
This is a dragon's eye, by the way.
But dragons ain't real though. Not today. Not right now. Not this very second. Did you take that picture yourself?
Yeah, in a kind of way, I did take it myself.
At any point in your life were you able to touch that eyeball that's in the picture?
It's a beautiful rose.
A dragon's eye, it's kind of small for a dragon's eye, but that's just general perspective. This goes back to the sun and the moon.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For the thumbnail, it looks like a rose to me. Like a velvety, pretty rose.
Yeah, if you were just scanning through it and it flashed in your eyeball for like not even a full second, you would think you were looked at a rose. Just like those psilocybin kibonzi. Those death caps look just like a psilocybin kibonzi. There's one difference. One's all white, one's got a purple ring. They got skirts, they got caps, they got stalks, they grow out of cow poop. One ring's purple, one ring's white. Oh my god. They got gold tops and everything, man. You better watch it. It's like dancing with the devil. You ready for the ride? Hot mosquitoes, kicking off them rattlesnakes left and right. And then the bitch want to get upset when you don't give them the mushroom. People think it's the FWC sitting at the gate after you get done doing all that shit and want to give you a hard time like being a bitch wants to die today. They don't, man. Parking lot full, people wandering around in circles with fucking rifles wanting to pick a few mushrooms. Oh, why would you want to walk around a cow pasture, pick mushrooms, and then load your 22 and shoot a fucking deer's head off? I just don't get it. When you could just eat the mushrooms. Or chop a fucking cow's leg off because somebody's got to feed mama and grandpa and shit. Damn, what about the milk, the cheese, the mushrooms, the fucking cow poop? What the fucking kill the cow too? Shit. Man, how real is this gotta get? So fucking Walmart got their own fucking slaughterhouse slaughtering them bitches.
Mexican Statek nazywał SS jak?
Not to get started on McDonald's and Burger King, not to mention the chemicals they're putting in them. Shit, I doubt it's even real meat. Dude, no cows are dying, but Burger King's always got a dollar burger. You gotta be fucking tripping. Let's go. Yeah, I just told one of my buddies here. I said, you know what we should have done instead of went to the cow patch and picked mushrooms? We should have got on our fucking thuggy ass clothes with our fucking Glock 9 and got a dollar burger at the Burger King. Huh. Fluoride, fucking nanoparticles and shit. Fucking nanoparticle burger with a fucking nanoparticle joint with a fucking nanoparticle mushroom with my can full of nanoparticles. Sitting in my nanoparticle fucking motorhome looking at a nanoparticle in the sky. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, wait, that's right. We're on a globe spinning around the sun. That's right. That's all right. Oh, wait, that's right. We can't go to Antarctica to prove it. Yeah, it's flat. Fuck NASA, fuck the moon. Don't even have to get in the star constellations. Ain't got to talk about sea level and the curvature. I me, let's go to Antarctica. Ooh, just like that Truman Show. Can't go there. And people argue against, oh, you can go fly over Antarctica. Yeah, in their fucking dreams when they're fucking sleeping. Think it's fucking real, never even happened. Just a bunch of nanoparticles in somebody's brain that's made of nanoparticles that fell from the nanoparticles sky. Just a bunch of diamonds. Everything's just diamonds, and everybody's jumping around in fucking dollars. Man, we gotta go to the cow pack and find those nano diamonds, man. They're fucking, oh, wait, that's right. You eat them and shit them out, and they become more nano diamonds. Go figure. Go to sleep, wake up, go paint some boards, and go paint a house and make some more nanoparticles to go in your wallet and just do the same circle all over again. And the bitch is like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, yeah, I was supposed to roll a joint. I ain't got around to that yet. Took me a fucking hour to even remember. Should I roll a joint with a mushroom sticking out there? Oh, you can't smoke. See, people, oh man, you ever smoke mushrooms and get high? Man, bitch, I will show you right now. Oh, wait, I'm already high. Can't prove it.
Can you smoke mushrooms? Because I was looking up just
No,
pictures
no,
and
because
somebody
the
mentioned.
heat, anything over 120 degrees. What, dude, why are you playing loud music on a phone while I'm on a live hangout when there's a whole yard here? Not even fucking playing. Just saying. Man, back to the nanoparticle. Now, you can't smoke mushrooms because the heat, if you get over 120 degrees, will kill the psilocybin, and once it enters your body, it's like the nanoparticles disappeared, and you can't get it back. Once you burn it, you lose it.
Oh.
Yeah, you dry them up, and like grind them in your, like dried mushrooms, and then you grind them up in your grinder. Yeah, you can make tea with them. You can do a whole bunch of shit with them, but you put it in a fucking paper and smoke it, and anybody tell me otherwise is total bullshit.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So the boiling water tea,
yeah.
as long as it what, heats like 122 degrees or something? That's like a good temperature for tea.
Well, when you make a tea, you put it, on low, and you can make the tea that way. But you want to run that about 105, 110. You should be all right.
All right. Well, I mean, not that I'm doing it, but
Yeah,
just for
you
anybody
drink
out
it,
there who wants
and
this
it'll light your
information.
day up, man. Just get up in the morning, have a cigarette and a nice cup of shroom tea, and just get on about your business. Unless you want to sit down and eat 100 of them bitches.
So for anybody out there, we neither condemn nor condone nor condone or advocate drug use. But to be educated is to better informed.
Yeah, mushrooms is much like marijuana. I mean, you can just totally shove once again, like I'll say again, I mean, you will your body will blow up from eating too many because you just can't fit any more in there.
Oh, I'm sure you can fit more in there.
Yeah, in reality, if you eat too many, you will vomit it up, but it won't leave you permanently. It won't kill you unless you eat raw mushrooms. Then you're dead. So, eating mushrooms will kill you if you don't do it right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Magda. Did you say something?
No, sorry, am I making noises? I
saw your face pop up, and so I wasn't sure if you had said something, and then I talked over you.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So what's up, Crow?
We're moving to Wales, me and Crow.
Are you?
Nah, just joking.
Yeah, Rob invited us.
There?
Yeah.
I'm moving there I'm marrying Rob first, Magda, and he's gonna divorce me for you.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that was what was, planned in the side chat.
I got 4
Most
hours
marriages
at
these
my
days end
phone.
that way anyway.
Trying to get the charger to my phone. I am
Need one still?
no, I just gotta go
Hey,
to
Steven, I'm going to mute you because you're talking over the people on the panel.
oh shit.
I just want to say that I'm back. I did my deed.
Uh-oh.
I'm finished going home.
Oh, that deed. Did you catch up on sleep, Hank?
Yeah, I did. I actually slept till like 12 today, which is not.
Nah, I passed out before noon last night. I mean, before noon. Before midnight. Noon for, healthy skeptic in Bangladesh. But, yeah, I, went to bed so early and I got up, I don't know, around 9:30 or 10. That was a long time for me to sleep because I don't usually sleep that long. Crazy.
Well, thank you and all your little helpers for providing us the freedom of speech.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
welcome.
dismiss myself from the channel, so you all have a good rest of the day.
Okay, thanks for joining us, John. Come back
Yeah,
again.
it was good fun. Thanks all.
Looks like we have a bunch of seats open if anybody wants to join the panel. Get a little chaos going.
Man, I wish somebody would just go rent that damn DVD and watch it and then come back and talk to me about it, because it's like I'm all alone. Nobody knows what I know, and, well, I don't know it. I'm just assuming that the astrophysicists were telling the truth for once.
Sorry, I'm going to have to keep muting because I still have a really bad cough. And sometimes I go into little coughing fits over here, so I'm just going to keep it on mute for a second.
Hold it in. Yeah, I'll probably have a pretty good coughing fit when I get home. It is my day off after all. I did all the deeds I have to do today, so I'm going to go home and chill. Crow, what you doing, man?
Nah.
You ain't working on no music?
No.
I think I want to play some video games when I get home.
Are you gonna stream it?
I don't know. I don't even know why I do that. It's not like nobody wants to watch me play video games. So I don't know.
Yeah, they have Twitch for that. People
Oh,
use
nobody
Twitch.
watches me on Twitch either.
Oh no. I have few friends that do. I haven't used it in a while, but I have few friends that have it and they watch. Depends if you got a new game, they'll watch you play. When I got Uncharted 4, people watched me play it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Titanfall 2 to come out, and maybe I'll get it when it comes right out. I hope. It is right before my birthday, so Titanfall 2 should be a fantastic game. The first one was killer.
And I'm planning to get the new Final Fantasy one. So that's going to keep me busy.
I don't play any games.
You don't play Nintendo, Magna?
No.
No
I
card
broke
games?
it. I broke my Nintendo. It wasn't mine, actually, it was my son's. But I broke it. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm so impatient. I can't really. I just don't like playing games, I guess. I never did. Unless I was really good at it.
My wife loves Mario Kart.
Yeah, I played Tekken, I remember, back in the days.
Yeah, she played Mortal Kombat back in the day, so I guess there are some games that women can just catch on to it and love it. But then, I don't know, man. I've known some girl gamers back in my day. We used to have LAN parties where we'd all bring our computers to one place and hook up.
I was weird. I read books back then when everybody was playing games. Oh, nice. I started talking, everybody fucked off. Where are you?
I was walking in the house.
Okay. So tell me something you know, Hank. You know things.
Something I know for certain. If you eat green foods, it oxygenates the blood.
Oh, yeah.
If you oxygenate the blood, it becomes alkaline, and it's harder to get cancer. And Migmag did a fantastic video the other day. I don't know if he just did it himself or screen captured it, but he did an amazing video on health and nutrition and cancer. I would recommend everybody watch his stuff.
Hmm. So basically, oxygen and what was it? Antioxidants, right?
Yeah, antioxidants, red wine.
Hmm. Rob, you joker. There's no way this guy is 68. How old is Rob? Tell me, someone. Anybody know?
No, I don't know.
Why are you not talking? Shill detected.
Who? Me?
No, Rob. You here?
Oh.
He's too busy
Well,
flirting.
what? I'm not flirting.
With the dragon eye, winky
Yeah,
winky.
yeah,
You're
he's
not?
winking.
Oh no.
We got you.
He doesn't like to be teased. I've noticed though.
Yeah.
Don't poke the shills. I'm 43, by the way.
Yeah, see?
Damn, you're old, man.
Yeah, you're still old.
Cheers, brother.
You're old.
43 is old now?
No, it isn't. I'm joking.
I'm 42, Rob.
I used to be a tree at one point, so I got,
I'm a
He's got
tree.
Tree? Churchy tree and a turd.
Yeah, well, yeah, 23 in charge. Died laughing when I heard Dell say that last night. 23, 22 turd and a turd. What?
It's like Irish people speak, isn't it?
22 turd. Man,
Okay.
Snack keeps showing people
I
eating
got
leaders.
something.
I love hot dogs.
I got something for you guys. My wife just told me about the Slender Man killers. These two girls apparently killed this girl, and they're going to be tried as an adult.
Yeah.
And they're only 12 years old.
Oh.
Or they were 12 when it happened, but they're going to get tried as adults.
Oh yeah, wasn't that like 3 years ago or something like that?
I guess so. I thought it was a current event.
Oh no,
They
Oh, my
it
bad.
happened like 3 years ago or something.
That's
Slender, it's called
Yeah, I didn't even.
Slender Man. He's
They were
creepy.
12 years old and they killed who?
A
Oh, they killed
schoolmate.
some. Yeah.
I still didn't catch that. Was it their dad?
No, it's a schoolmate, from what I understand.
Yeah, in fact, the game Minecraft, there's a character in it that's based on Slender Man. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What is
Do you
good? What is
know the
good?
world is flat in Minecraft?
Yes.
I've seen that game, but I've
Yeah.
never played it.
I've played it
Yeah,
for
it's
like a
so
month.
horrible. It's bad for the eyes. Really bad. Massive pixels.
My wife went garage selling, and
No,
is
one
this silver?
cell.
Is
Yeah.
this silver?
These are my bangles, baby.
Good job.
Look at
My wife's doing good picking up silver at the estate sale.
We
So I
lost
guess
some
down.
viewers from my work to my house, huh? Didn't we have a full room?
We did, but I think it might be dinner time. Noticed anyway the trend around this time of the evening. It's 4 p.m. for me, so
That's for me.
dinner time across the board. And so yeah, I think people just drop off and then it picks up again. But if anybody has already dined and would like to join us, the join link is in the description. Click the link. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way when we have all 3 channels up and running, you guys can get your notifications.
I'm so glad my wife is low maintenance. She spent like $10 on a bag of jewelry, and she'll be happy for years.
yeah.
$10 on jewelry?
It
On
was
a
an
bag?
estate sale.
Oh, nice. I have like a lot of allergies to nickel and stuff, so I can't just
Yeah,
wear
I've got that
anything.
too. I can't wear just anything because I'll just stop.
Yeah, like if it's even a bracelet, I'll just break out in hives around my wrist, and my
Yeah.
fingers will swell up and start oozing. It's really gross.
And it takes days to yeah.
It does. Well, I take Zyrtec and that helps a lot, but yeah, there was a while there that I was just having autoimmune responses to a lot of allergies, and I would break out in hives like from head to toe every single day. The only thing that worked was Zyrtec. Get rid of those. It was a miracle drug. I would order it from Canada, prescription, because I would just need like 90 supplies at a time. And then it just went away. I don't know what was going on there, but pretty miserable time. Did anybody encounter that? Try
I don't really
Zyrtec.
wear much jewelry anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, me either. Like at all. I don't even have. I have 2 like stud earrings in my ears, the ones that you use to pierce your ears with. Like
Yeah.
the real sharp ones. Yeah, I just wear those. And my ears are pierced like 3 times each. I don't know. Now that I cut my hair really short, it just my big gaudy earrings. It's just too much. When I had really really long curly hair, my earrings would get lost in them. But yeah, now I just wear these little ones. I never take them out. But nobody wants to talk about earrings. This is like 90% men here. Literally, it's like 91% men, 9% women that come to the YouTube Flat Earth universe. I feel like there's a picture of me going around because everybody suddenly knows what I look like. Anyway, hello. Come on and jump on in here, guys. And Crow, you're way too quiet.
I'm respecting
Why
the
that is on the male to female ratio in the flat Earth debate. I never noticed it till you just said it.
Yeah, it would probably be a lot less over there, but here on FREECHAN it's 9% women, and I think it's probably counting me 3 times because I have 3 accounts. I have like 2 FREECHAN accounts and I have my own account. So I don't know if it counts. The numbers are definitely skewed. It's like 95% men. So.
That's weird, though.
Sausage party.
Awesome. Normally we're the majority, right?
Right. Minority rule.
Considering the topic, I mean, it's not male or female related topic. It's just weird that
Right. It's just that
it works out that way.
outspokenness. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think the women folk have kind of congregated in other chat rooms, possibly. I don't really talk to a lot of the women here. Like, the ones that come around are the cool girls. And the ones that don't come around aren't the cool girls. So, you know, if they're not here, they're probably too fussy for me.
Well, from my experience, women are a little more mature than men, so that could have something to do with it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, but not really.
Not really.
They're more vindictive and they're meaner.
Some of them
Like I said,
just
from
don't
my
have
experience,
a fucking choice.
Right.
Like in my case.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't get along with women very much. So if I do, like they're special girls. They're special girls. Snatch them up while you still can.
Yes.
I said snatch.
Only the specials.
Also, I have the mind of a 13-year-old boy, so maybe that helps, you know?
Yeah, me too. I was meant to be a boy anyway.
I don't know if I was meant to be a boy, but I definitely think like a prepubescent boy.
most girls are that way, though. Most girls don't like other girls.
Most girls don't like girls? I don't know. They go like, I don't know. I see them in
Well, I
herds.
guess I should have said from my experience again.
Yeah. I like girls, I don't like catty girls, you know? Like, I'm not materialistic, so I'm not like looking at shoes and clothes.
No, I like strong women, and just there's not that many strong women around me.
My daughter's 20 right now, so she's
Hi,
real,
Zoe. Hey, yay, we got more women.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thought
Hello.
join you.
I've never met you before. I'm Yvette. This is my channel. Welcome.
Know. Hi, thank you. Well, I normally go by Be Here in Love in the chat, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to know. Okay. Well, I've heard people say like, "Hi, Zoe," and I'll scroll up, and I'm like, I don't see that person here.
Yeah, that's me. So yeah, I thought I'd finally join in. You invite so many times. You invite all the time. So, and I'm just such a chicken. So, I'm gonna not be a chicken today.
Thank you for de-chickifying. De-chickenifying.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Well, I'll just you're just talking. I'll say something if there's something.
Yeah,
say something about.
I'm surprised Joel isn't talking more now that there's 3 girls up here. He's quite the flirt too.
Hi, Joel.
What's up, girl?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Tired.
Aw.
That's why I'm probably not talking.
Yeah.
He joined the panel to not talk. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I do it sometimes because, you know, just
Being
in
tired,
case.
still talk.
Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't take that much energy.
No, if only my headphones could reach a little further, then I could lay down. But no.
Oh, so you need to get some cordless ones, or be like me with the computer right by your bed, and microphone just picks up everything. So I'm like, you're always here.
Yeah, maybe I could just take my headphones out and just use the.
Which is fine if you don't have too much background noise. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
So all flirts to the stage. Just kidding. We have a lot of flirty guys here in FREECHAN.
Yeah, I know.
My little harem that I've created.
You do?
You do?
I do. Have a harem. Me and V like swap every once in a while. Where is V? I haven't seen her today. Victoria.
No, me neither. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. So.
So where are you from? I think you two are probably closer in geography to each other, so go ahead and have a little chat. I'm going to mute and have a coughing fit again.
Cool beans. Where are you then?
I'm
darling?
in Denmark. I'm in Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Yeah. I'm in UK.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Where exactly?
Now in Bristol. I've just moved here a week ago.
Oh. You like it there?
Oh yeah, it's so much better than London.
Yeah.
I can breathe. I can even see the stars when I look up.
What is the population of London?
Ah, man, no. It's like, I can look it up quickly.
London is huge. I flew in one evening or night and just looked down from the plane and it was just, I didn't know it was that big.
It's
huge.
massive.
Yeah.
Massive. 8.7 million.
Oh.
But I think that's quite low. I think it's higher than that. It's around 9 for sure.
Oh, it's more populated than New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mainly populated by foreigners anyway. It's not that many English people in London, you know. It's funny.
I was there in '98.
Oh. So was you born in Denmark? Have you always lived there? Or
No. Well,
you sound a bit Spanish to me.
Oh, I do. No, I'm not Spanish. But no, I'm born in Norway.
Oh, okay.
By American parents. My mother had Danish parents, so. And then we moved to the States when I was a year and a half. And then we moved to Denmark when I was 8. So.
Do you like it there?
Yes, it's lovely. It's really nice.
Does it rain a lot?
Well, no, not. I don't. I think it rains more in London.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, the later years, it's the weather's been very weird. Like the seasons have changed, or they are kind of skewed, or like spring comes a little earlier.
Yeah, I noticed that in Poland as well. That's where I come from. Same. Seasons, there used to be 4 distinct
tomorrow.
seasons now emerging.
Remember I was telling you Tuesday? I actually get it at 6:30 tonight.
You get what?
Yeah, will you be there at noon or something? I'll just stop by on my lunch. Perfect.
Where is that?
Thanks.
Is that a drug deal?
Was you talking to me, James?
No, I was talking to my landlord.
Sorry.
The guy stopped by wanting money.
All right.
Hello. Hello.
I always wondered if I could get a copyright strike from a ringtone. That would be really shitty, because sometimes my phone's right here by the computer when it starts ringing. And I know, just like that, it's like U2 or something. Like, no! There's got to be a different license for that.
Yes, we are civilized. Sometimes.
I spent too much money for my daughter's birthday, so I was a week behind. He stopped by wanting money. I can't believe it.
What, your daughter's birthday? What'd you do?
It was the 3rd. I just took her to the movies, but before she came down from Denver, I bought her some flowers and a bath set. Not for like the bathroom, but to take a bath. It come with all this soap and a whole bunch of different stuff. And then when she got here, I took her to the movies, bought her some clothes, and I spent too much.
Yeah,
She's
that's
20.
That's
She's 20, so she has to have the expensive clothes.
Yeah, I have 3 daughters.
Wow.
I have twins that have just turned 25 and one soon to be 23-year-old. So, yeah, know all about that.
Well done. So you guys survived.
Yeah.
Just 2 years, a little over 2 years apart, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But it's nice to have them all clumped together. But I mean, how would
Right.
I wouldn't know the difference, because I haven't tried the other thing. So maybe it's better to have them far apart. I don't know. But I can imagine that it's better to have the twins first, like I have had, instead of having one first and then have twins.
And then twins.
Yeah, because
get overwhelming.
Yeah, they take all your.
So you're ready.
What?
So you're ready for it, in other words?
No, more for the one child's sake, so they don't. If I had the twins after, as number 2s,
The
then,
whole attention would be on them.
Yes.
They would take over.
Yes, that would be real. That would be a real shame for the firstborn, because they would feel completely left out of the loop. Right. But,
Little humans.
yeah. But you definitely have to be 2 parents with them. I wasn't 2 parents all the time with them, and that was really tough, because you can't possibly comfort 2 babies crying at the same time. It's impossible. But, I'm still here, so, and they're still here.
Yeah, well done. That's what I said. I'm a mum too, so I've got a boy, and I've been on my own with him for about 8-9 years now. So yeah, no, it's tough. Even with one, it's tough, because I think when there's 2, they can entertain each other. And
yeah, definitely.
if you only have one, they're on your case 24/7.
Yeah, they were lots of fun to watch.
Which is great. We love it. Yes, it's fantastic. Parenting is challenging. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Especially being me, I'm impatient and not very. Yeah. Anyway, let's see how that works out. He's 12 now and he's doing all right.
Okay. Yeah, 12-year-old boy. That's a lot of energy.
Yes.
It's not there. So what does he do? Is play games and what does he do?
Yeah, he plays football. He plays all sorts of sports. He did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a few years now.
What, I didn't get the last part.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu he's doing as well, apart from football. Yeah. He's very active. He's always jumping up and down.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, probably Crow will tell you something about it.
You're in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Who's in it
No,
also?
I didn't. My son does.
Oh, that's cool.
I never heard of that before. What's the difference?
It's like a
I
mixed
think
martial
it's,
arts.
Yeah, but
but,
I'm just
but it's
wondering what
one
the
of the
difference.
most, I don't know how to put it. Probably I'm not the person to explain this anyway. But it's quite cool. And he's learning from like the grandson of the guy who's actually invented it. He's had a school in London, so he's had this privilege of learning from
What's it
the
called?
source.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The Royal Chase or something Chase. Royal Academy, something.
Gracie. Oh, Luke.
What's up?
I didn't see
Whoa,
you there
what's
just
up?
now.
Hi, Luke.
Hi, Megan.
Hello, Zoe.
Hey. What's up? I've never seen you before, Luke.
You never seen me before? You see me
No.
already. I just changed my picture, but you saw me already.
Ah,
I just
yeah, I
changed
did then. I heard you now. Now I know. Yes.
my I'm from Trinidad. Yeah. Crew, what's up?
What's up, Luke? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, and cause I see you was on Robert on Robert Hangout. Uncle.
Remember when you attacked Trisha?
Huh?
I remember. That was hilarious. I was trying to like calm both of you down. It was like a wildfire.
Why? Why did you do that?
No, it was just a misunderstanding, and it was just it was just hilarious.
I lose a sub for that. I know who wants sub, but I lose a sub for that. Okay, you see the video with Antonio?
Yeah. Yo, I was one of the first to see it.
That have me on my knees laughing. That was so funny.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
It's so gay, man.
What?
So gay. I said so gay.
Yeah, it was just you would never catch me doing something like that.
Not me.
Well, he got punked by his
friends.
friends.
Bet or something.
He got punked by his friends. There's a video called.
Yeah, I saw the clarification. Still.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm not gonna pretend to do that to my friends.
Patricia trying to defend him.
No, that was pretty mean. That was pretty mean.
Patricia still trying to defend him, saying he didn't do that, but they could clearly see his mouth moving, saying the words of the song.
Yeah.
So the man did it.
Luke, you have to go to the video called "Heaven Sent," featuring.
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Yeah.
But they're saying the video was manipulated. That he didn't say all those things, but he did. He did say all those things in the video because you could see his mouth moving, and plus the voice.
But I mean, like his friends say that he's very gullible, and hey, do that thing, say that thing, do the dance. He just got totally suckered into it,
It's sad, but it's sad.
I mean, it's especially sad when people run with it and just, I don't know.
Well, Mark Sargent thought what he did was funny too. I mean, prank or not, it's just you got a character to uphold.
Yeah.
That's why you're not gonna see me do something like that, regardless of who my friends are.
Yeah, I know Antonio was crazy. I know something was wrong with Antonio. I had a long time.
I was wrong. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu it's a ground-based fighting used in.
Yes, you bring them down to the ground. Yeah.
It promotes a smaller fighter to defend against a bigger, stronger.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, apropos Antonio, did you see the flat Earth debate with him and Negator the other day? That was pretty cool. In the sense that what was it?
My computer's crashing again. Bloody hell. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah. I can hear you. Did anybody see that debate? Where
I must have
Negator?
missed it. When was it? I'm sorry.
Negator was in it.
Yeah, I was on it.
And Jim Panda was in it.
I was only trashing Nagina.
I mean, it was really at 3 hours and 43 minutes. I mean, you literally hear Negator kind of make a sigh and just kind of, okay. I mean, it sounded like, I don't know, that he kind of gave in. It sounded like, okay, won't be long, he'll be a flat earther. He just has to, yeah.
He gets him paid, but I doubt he doing this for himself. He getting paid to come on air and debate people about the earth not flat and thing. He getting paid to do that.
Yeah, well, we don't know that.
I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I
yeah,
mean,
we don't know, but
no, we don't know, but I mean, you know, people can speculate about all sorts of people, you know.
I put him on a spot already, and up to now we still have an answer, man.
What?
Ask him. I put him on a spot.
Yeah.
Already. Asking him, how much do you get paid, and do you get it in check or cash?
Yeah.
He quiet. He went quiet on the panel for a good while. Can't answer. And he say, no, I don't get paid, you know, something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still speculation. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't any agents, but I mean, a lot of speculation is going on, and just it's just that, you know, opinions and speculation. And just because one person says, "Oh, look over there, see, there's a, you know," and then everybody follows that. Oh, yeah, look at that, and then they build up a story.
I find because those guys already made up their mind. It's not like you're gonna have a debate with them and you'll change their mind, you know. Them just on the just look like fools. That's the whole purpose. You know? So why debate them, you know? Why even have them on your panel? On your Hangouts talking. Really make no sense.
You're falling out a little.
I don't want to entertain fools, you know.
No, I mean, it's very frustrating.
A fool want to be a fool, like be a fool by himself. I ain't not gonna join him and try to convince him to, you know, to think for himself.
No, that's why it was awesome to hear them at that 3 hour 43 minutes part, because they went quiet and they just seemed as if they were listening for once.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I watched that whole thing too. And it's pretty amazing how they finally like stopped talking and like started thinking. But like even though they were like quiet for like an hour, after like right now I feel like they're still too finally like talking and like I feel like they're too stubborn still, like I don't know.
Yeah, I saw Negator in another chat and he was right back to his old ways.
Them will never change. Never change.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, you know, he's just extra stubborn.
Them NASA come out and say the Earth is flat, you will just see them disappear. They will never come out and say there was wrong. No, you just ain't go see them on.
Well, if our arguments are of hatred, nobody's going to change their mind.
No. What's
That's why I don't
the clicking
understand
going on?
people.
I think that's me. Sorry.
Okay.
No, but pretty much Antonio just like shut them up, like shut all of them up, and like put them all. And it was just kind of amazing to see. And I like posted on my Facebook and stuff, and it was like, okay, well, you should watch this and see why it's actual reason to talk about. Because everybody on my Facebook, it's just like so ignorant. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
So I don't know. If anybody watches that, they'll definitely realize who's talking bullshit and who's not talking bullshit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got all teared up at that point. I was going, wow, that was yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
Right. No, me neither.
I thought they were just gonna keep on talking gibberish the whole time.
They were incredibly hard-headed about that the bird video. I mean, seriously, are you blind?
They kept on being hypocrites, basically, like not hypocrites, but like taking their words back. Like they didn't say something when like they obviously did say something. And then after Antonio pointed that out that he's gonna replay that whole video, point out the parts that they were lying.
Yeah.
Then they all just shut up basically, and just like they started listening because they realized that they weren't actually listening. They were trying to figure out ways to prove them wrong, which they can't.
Yeah.
There's no way to prove the fucking globe at all. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I might even watch it again just.
Yeah, seriously.
Who was all in it? Was Monsanto in it?
No.
It was Jeremy, Negator, and it was Tim Osman.
Yeah, he was in there too.
Tim.
They all ended up being quiet and started listening, and they actually started having a good conversation with, like, flat earthers and globers started having a good conversation and actually started listening to one another, which I've never seen, especially those three.
Yeah, because also Antonio wanted it to be even, so there were equal amounts of globers and flat earthers. So because in flat Earth debates it's always more uneven.
Well, he wanted to show example for the other channel, because the other channel all they do is just mute you and talk bullshit, and it's just like if anybody can't see that they're just like pretty much